Knoxville. This is 6 News at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. We begin tonight with the year-long fight to find a missing Cott County teen. The family of 19-year-old Megan Maxwell has been wondering what happened to her since she disappeared on this day in 2009. Since then, her burned car has been found, and a man her family suspects was involved in her disappearance is in prison. But is there still hope for Maxwell's return? 6 News reporter Janae D'Arcy has our top story.
There's been no sign of Megan Maxwell since she disappeared 1 year ago today. I sat down with Newport Police Chief Maurice Shults for an update on the investigation.
Our hope every day is to find Megan, but we're realistic, and at this point we're assuming we may have to find Megan's remains.
The community has already spent time looking. Her burned-out car was found near the river, and that's where crews searched for days.
A billboard still stands on Highway 70 asking motorists for any information about Megan. There's even a $10,000 reward for tips.
Shults tells me, yes, they've had leads, but he won't name a suspect. The burning of Megan's car was detrimental to the case because it destroyed evidence. Still, officers would like to hear more from Jeffrey Stock, a man who was at Megan's father's house the morning she went missing. He's in prison now for 6 years for unrelated charges.
Each little ingredient makes this thing come together, and we're looking for any little piece that might push us one step closer to finding Megan, recovering her remains, and bringing this person or persons responsible to justice.
Those on the case believe that will happen, and in the meantime, they're supporting Megan's mother, Lisa. She took the day off from work today to spend time at home thinking about her daughter.
Janae joins us now live in the newsroom with more on this story. And Janae, I've got to ask, investigators seem a little bit emotional when they're talking about this. Has this kind of hit a personal note for many of those up there?
Absolutely. You know, the chief told me as we were talking in our interview, this is a small community, and as we go more and more weeks without knowing where Megan is, it hurts. And they said they're pulling together, but it certainly is disappointing to not have information.
And like you said, this a small town, but this story is getting some national media exposure, right?
That's right. You know, this has been on America's Most Wanted, and they're constantly checking back with Newport Police on this for updates. And this actually has also had another effect on the police department. As long as the story is in national exposure and out there in the media, people are calling in more and more tips, and it can be taxing because police follow up on everything, including people that maybe call to say they saw Megan at a truck stop or something in Arizona. But just quickly, let's go over her description. 5'6", 115 pounds, last seen wearing a blue sweatshirt and blue jeans. And there is a website if you'd like to maybe read up more on this. It's called helpfindmeganmaxwell.com.
I've got to ask one last quick question here, Janae. What about Megan's mother, Lisa? We did see her in some video there. We've talked to her several times before. How is she holding up? Did you have a chance to talk to her today?
She didn't really feel like talking today. She actually took the day off of work to sit home and just think about what's happened over the year. You know, at 6 months, she was saying that it just hit her like a ton of bricks that she hasn't seen her daughter. So, of course, this is an upsetting day. Back to you.
Understandably so. All right, Janae, thank you so much.